find the trails through daybreak, where we're going to be going to the blacklight district. This is the entrance to the blacklight district that you mentioned, I think. I was aware there was one here, but I've never used it. Makes sense you know about it.
I'm really worried about the others. Let's get going. We don't have a second to waste.
What is it?
Is something wrong?
Well, let me put it this way. I'm getting some real bad vibes on whatever is on the other side of this door. I'd be willing to bet there's at least a few monsters roaming around somewhere in there. Well, shit. I see. We should be prepared for combat before we go inside then. It's like you can read my mind. Then we should be certain we are fully prepared before moving on.
Right.
Van and the others then proceeded through the hidden routes to the Blacklight district they had traveled through before. Along the way, they approached a spare railway line that was rarely in use.
Just look at this.
It's just like above ground. The fact I have to kill that big guy once. More underlings. It would appear they have nothing to do with the demon spears, however. Maybe, but that doesn't change the fact that there's some tough bastards roaming around. Whether we pick them off or slip by, keep your wits about you.
Got it.
All we gotta do is bust some ass if they plan on getting in our way. Yeah, I gotta bust this big guy's ass.
Be careful! That thing looks mean!
Beginning combat.
Holy shit, sweet bastard, big guy.
Your charge attack's ready, Pino.
It's done! Engaging sharp strike!
Looks like Barry's ready to do,
A boost would work here.
Chance!
Activate skill.
It's the end!
Boost gauge expanded.
Let's do it again.
Activate
Kill
skill.
this guy fast.
Boost gauge expanded.
Looks like I might need this just in case we get hit.
Cobalt curtain activate! Mr. Arkwright!
Stay put! Up to you, Reset!
Activating drive! Mr. Kincaid!
Target acquired. Take this!
Huh?
Activating skill.
Here goes!
Activate skill.
Sucker!
Okay, let's see. So I killed that guy once. Wait a minute!
Hey!
I was gonna
That
say,
one
we're
felt pretty
getting
good!
You
we're,
did
getting
perfect,
no
Fairy.
experience out of that? Like, at all? You're a fucking asshole. You dare chase after me?
No, time
You
for
picked the
storm.
wrong fight. Activate skill.
Have some more! A chance. On to the next phase. Gotcha! Take this!
I hate this thing. No, no, no! Fuck you!
Do your worst!
Have some more!
Fucking asshole thing. Alright, let's see. Everybody's up there. Oh, Aaron isn't up there. I did not know that.
Leave this to me! I'm on
The star has arrived!
Hey! That one felt pretty good!
Someone's fired up. Yeah, Fairy
The enemy is too far.
Glad that worked out okay.
The enemy is too far.
Physical attacks advised.
Ah, fuck you. Asshole! Hold on. Get away from there. Get away from the bike.
Hostilities ended.
You know, actually, if we think about it, we shouldn't have Renee on with us because he can't even do an
Gathering
Here
data.
goes.
And if I need an S, well... Because,
Leave this to me.
anyway, let's go. We're done down here.
Be careful. That thing looks mean.
We've had our time with these guys.
Pattern's gone.
And those devils are nowhere to be found. Yeah, I don't smell a thing. We should be safe going forward.
Understood.
In that case, shall we head straight for the Blacklight District? Well, goodbye, Renee. They made their way across the underground railway tracks, fortunately encountering no more devils as they did. Before long, they arrived in the Blacklight District.
There are lots of colored lines here, too.
Yeah, but notice how there's a good amount of people. This area is in better shape than the surface.
I imagine many of them deliberately came here from the surface, believing it may be safer.
Will be a smart move. I don't recognize either of those guys. Must be new. The only people who are moving around are people I remember seeing at some point before. Oh, Jaegers.
I feel like we've seen you somewhere before.
They were the men Mr. Zeman trounced effortlessly when they were causing trouble for Miss Aina. Yeah, also, along with Jian and his whatevers. They got owned so fast I forgot about them all. They're C-rank Jaeger Corps by the name of Bugbear. I thought they pulled out of Eden already. Why couldn't you guys just be frozen too?
Oh, yourself. You don't have to be so damn rude all the time. Thought we could finally rest easy now that we're away from all this chaos on the surface, but we had to run into you guys. I see you're traveling in smaller numbers these days, Spriggan. Something tells me that they've got info we could do. Time to put the screws to them.
Are you fucking kidding me? Right now? This is not the time.
Can you dumbasses really not tell when the odds are stacked against you?
I've been waiting for your arrival.
Jesus Christ.
He's back! It's that crazy old guy again!
I'm not entirely opposed to vulgarities, but such foolishness is downright repulsive.
What? What the?
I do so appreciate how lowlives like these help us, cream of the crop, stand out.
Oh my god, she ripped their pants!
Huh? Oh no.
I knew you were going to turn up here, but I didn't expect you to make a whole show of it. I see there are some formidable allies guarding the place.
You put a stop to them just like that.
You could have at least let them think they had a chance of winning.
Well, we may not have been counting on their arrival, but we suspected it was about time for yours.
Placel and the White Orchid Dragon arrived not long ago, too. They informed us of what you were up to.
And that makes things easy.
So the two of them passed through here as well, then.
Elroy also filled me in on our current predicament. It sounds like it's quite the mess. But why not let the mess wait and indulge yourselves with a good rest first?
Of course you'd say that. Anyway, the Oathbreakers are given. Did the Direwolf and the Immovable stop by before all this went down? I heard we'd expect some other surprising faces here.
Jin and the Direwolf were here not long ago, but they have since returned to the surface. Ashlad and the Shinobi of Ikaruga have also departed. We do have some other unexpected guests in their place, however.
I'm pleased to see you're doing well, Arkride.
President Rocksmith! That's some party you've got with you. I knew Gotti was gonna be around, but...
Good to see you guys. Here the surface has gone down the shitter.
I'm glad to see both of you faring well. And you also, of course, Mr. President.
The same to you, Kincaid.
It's good to see you, sir.
I decided to make my way here after I finished talking with Fawn and the Crown Prince. I've heard that this place has changed quite a bit since I held my position. So I've been meaning to revisit it for some time. And I see why you'd want to come, Mr. President. The rotten air of this dirty, dingy hellscape stinks of magnifical arrows and savagery. Oh, pinch me, adios! I'm already dying to film something here.
How is this guy so predictable? I'd be more concerned if he changed overnight.
What does Eros mean?
That's a word you need not concern yourself with for a while, Miss Alfayette.
Well then, how about we take a seat over there for the time being?
So, this originated in the Vantel district after all.
Indeed. No doubt as a result of what we saw in that transmission.
I wasn't able to see it myself, and so I've had to rely on hearsay. But I hear that Armada's missing executive member, as their deceased leader, made their appearance.
Yeah, there's no guarantee it's really them, but there's a good chance it is. You witnessed Dante's death firsthand, didn't you, Master?
I did. He should most certainly be dead after what he endured. As such, I would have ordinarily suspect that some manner of trickery be at work here. Ordinarily.
He wasn't the only deceased Armada member there, either. Yes, Violet was dead as hell.
We're here without a doubt dealing with something far more ordinary. Well, far from ordinary, but I heard that people came back from the dead during the chaos of the Empire 2 years ago. And as it so happens, weren't you one of them?
I was only believed to be dead. My situation is fundamentally different to that of the Empire's immortals.
I wasn't part of all that, but from what I've heard, I was tied up in a curse specific to the Empire. The being responsible for it is dead and gone too. Shouldn't be having to deal with immortals again. Not sure why I'm even telling you this. You probably know way more about the whole damn thing than I do.
Aren't you a bright boy?
It sounds like they were unrelated to the Empire's troubles then. Whether they are the actual Armada members living again or imposters. Though you seem to have your own theory as to what is at work here, Mr. Arkwright.
After what happened with Ida,
it isn't impossible that this is the work of a Genesis. Yeah, it's too early to say for sure, though.
Armada did do some crazy mind-bending stuff at Tharbad, so I think we can safely say that common sense doesn't always apply. Yet it always seems to find out that the truth. Yet it always seems the only way to find out the truth now is to charge right into the matter and find it. Is that your thinking also, Arkwright?
It is. I was also the one who dealt the killing blow to Dantes and Erassion. It wasn't because I didn't have a choice. It wasn't to avenge a friend. No, he just gone too far off the rails. And as a Spriggan, I couldn't let him go one step further. So finding out the truth is on me now. Because I don't believe in leaving any job half done.
Very well then.
The Cid has no opposition to that.
we already had plenty of run-ins with Armada in the past. We're not gonna turn back now.
Nope. After what they did to my bros, I ain't gonna stop until they're gone for good. As a concierge, it is my job to intercept and mitigate potential risks, and this is what I will do. We also still want to find Miss Claudel, Mr. Salesian, and Miss Lancer to ask for their input on our next move.
Absolutely. We can't make a decision without them.
Miss Perfect's got her big brain friend with her, so I'm pretty sure she's sitting pretty. Judith's not even one of my part-timers. Though I guess that's technically true for my master too.
It may be, but rest assured, I will accompany you till the very end. We need to bring Victor's family home safely as well.
Yeah, we can't forget about Yume and Paulette.
And that useless race car driver. But he can just ride out there for all I care.
That is rather harsh.
It sounds like there's nothing more that needs to be said. Go on then, and follow your hearts. It would do mine good to see that young Agnes is safe and well.
She was heading to Tyrell, so as soon as we're ready, we should head there next. Can't say I'm not curious what her dad's up to.
Indeed. I'm sure he is fine wherever he is.
Well, with that out of the way, I also have something I would like to discuss. I have no specific problem with our master accompanying you on your travels. That being said, Mr. Van Arkwright, while I am aware that your group is handling some peculiar items that have their share of interesting effects, you wouldn't happen to have any other ideas on what could be causing all of this, would you?
Huh? What do you mean? Wait a sec.
While unofficial and known only to a select few, there just so happens to be a word in the Church's lexicon that refers to what we are seeing. Specifically, to the state of devils descending upon the real world and bringing about chaos. Isn't that right, Master Bearguard?
You are correct. Only those involved with the darker side of the Church will ever come into contact with it. But Edith is currently in a state of what we would call pandemonium.
Pandemonium? Never heard that one before. Neither have I, but it has a chilling ring to it.
It's mentioned in a text called the Book of Ezer. It's an apocrypha that only members of the Grosritter, Iscariot, and chosen others are permitted to read. For good reason, too. It's a book that eats away at the reader's soul the longer they peruse it. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but might you have been one of its perusers at some point?
Well... Van, was this after you quit school, or...?
You kinda lost me near the start of all that, but your only problem's that Van read some banned book, right? What's the big deal with reading a banned book or two? I've got mountains of them hidden away. Some real juicy ones, too.
It isn't quite that simple.
Oh, I think it is. I know Van. I know he's a man's man with a good head on his shoulders and a burning passion for all that's right. Hell, I'd be happy to appoint him the successor of my gaudy spirit if anything ever happened to me.
Oh my.
Appreciate the support, really, but I don't know if I'm that much like you, Director.
You're a smart one, too, which is why I thought you'd be able to see him beyond your personal bias. A real man follows his eyes and his heart. He doesn't let his position blindly turn him into some prejudicial schmuck. Got a counter to that, Leon?
Ooh, Director Gotti shot up in the ranks for telling Leon off.
Director.
What the hell kind of logic is that?
I don't know what you said, but it sounded really cool.
It displeases all of us at Arkwright Solutions to see our boss be dismissed over these personal biases too. Thank you, Reset. You're right. I admit it. I don't know Arkwright very well. I've also had a negative image of him since ever before we even met. Specifically that he was an irritating little dandruff who gave my master 6 months of headaches when he's not even part of the church. Hey! I mean, yeah, but... Either way, in difference to the director's words, I won't push this subject any further. You seem to have your own concerns about what is happening as it is.
We're the same age, right? Kinda crazy to me that you're a Groswitter. But don't worry, I know I'm a pain, but I don't plan on causing as much trouble as you're fearing. The last thing I'd want is to soil our master's good name by being hunted down after being branded a heretic.
Unbelievable. You really are disturbingly well informed.
Very well. As students under the same master, I will be counting on you, Van. My work requires me to stay here for a while longer. But should you run into Celise on the outside, then please, give her my regards.
Yeah, will do. With devils for days in the capital right now, we're gonna need you guys big time. So here's hoping we can put our differences aside, at least until this is over.
I can give it some thought, I suppose.
That's what I like to see. Romances are bound forged. Romances are a bond forged through sweat and tears. Speaking of sweat, who's up for a talk about sweating it up while
Mr. Director, I would very much like to hear about those mountains of banned books you profess to have. I have to admit, my interest is piqued. My head's starting to hurt.
Go easy on him now, Killica.
Ugh.
Are you jealous?
Like hell I am.
It appears now we can finally move forward.
That we can. You have my appreciation for helping them in my absence.
Not at all. I should be the one thanking you. Van and I go back a long time, and you've done much for my younger brother in times when I could do nothing.
Mr. Kincaid.
Well, that's kind of sweet. Renee called him his brother. Kincaid left for the northern part of the city, saying that he had another task to attend to. With Brigard taking their place, they then readied themselves to continue their mission. Well, there was some surprises along the way, but we got our objective now. So as soon as we're ready, we should make for the Tyrell district.
Agnes should be there waiting for us.
Everything here seems to be mostly how I remembered it, so it should be a good place to stock up.
Indeed. The northern part of the city is crawling with devils. We should prepare carefully before we depart.
That door is the exit we want, I assume.
Yeah, kind of a maze on the other side, but there's a path that'll lead us directly to the Tyrell district.
Let's get to work.
Now we got all these clowns running the joint. This place has turned into a damn circus.
As long as this place works as a foothold to proceed, you won't hear me complaining.
While we're here, it would be prudent for us to take another look
Very
around
well.
as we get ready.
What the hell is happening here? First all those people get frozen, and now these freaking monsters are crawling everywhere? And now I'm in this weird-ass place. Whatever it is, I'd be in trouble if I didn't find it. But still, why'd this all have to happen? I wonder how the girls and my dad are doing. Son and Marilyn had just split up when everything went down. My dad and I were starting to talk again, too. I thought this year was actually going to end on a nice note. So much for that. Why'd this have to happen?
Goodness me, I had no idea such a place was so close to my apartment. I stumbled into here by accident. I was trying to follow a woman much faster than I suppose it's relatively safe. There seems to be no monsters down here, at least. Still, just what have I gotten myself into? I really wanted to talk to that woman, but she seems to have disappeared. Where in the world could she have gone?
I am of course relieved that the mistress isn't harmed. Oh, but why did we have to end up in a place like this? It's so disorderly. I shudder to think what the master will have to say if the mistress succumbs to its degenerative provocalities.
Man, they're really getting pelted up on the surface, huh? We don't have a complete picture of what's going on, but we don't turn away anybody who comes down here. That's our code. They need a place to stay, so we'll take care of them. And if they need a little pick-me-up, well, we've got just the thing for that, too.
Oh, thank Adios. You're all okay.
Hey there. You two look like you're in pretty good spirits.
Well, it helps that the black...
Well, no, wait, I gave him the old man voice.
Oh, it helps that the Blacklight District seems to be weathering the storm better than the surface. Whether it's the physical distance or the cultural distance, I couldn't tell you, but I'll take it nonetheless. Or is it perhaps my special evil warding amulets? Yes, I can feel their power. Why not buy one for yourselves,
Well, that reminds me. I have this chainsaw with quite the history to it. They say it can rip and tear evil spirits in two. Let me go find it.
Nothing rains on this guy's parade, does it?
A steady hand is exactly what you want, Josephine. Takes out all the guesswork. Let us stock up here while we can. I don't know what in the world those demon-looking things are, and I'm clueless as to why those guys are frozen in place. But this is the Blacklight District. It'll take more than a couple of freak shows to rattle us. I've got these protective amulets for sale, if you're interested. No idea if they work at all, but it can't hurt to give them a try.
Very well.
Don't be shy, step right up. I've got all the weapons and all the ammo, all the funsies you could possibly need. I'm glad I ordered a little extra stock for the festival. Who'd have thought it'd come in handy like this?
How did I get here? I was just running away from those monsters and now I'm... Where am I? I'm just completely lost. I have no idea how to get out. Why is this happening to me? I have no idea what's going on up there. Not that it matters when I doubt I'm ever going to make it out anyway.
Okay, buddy. Calm down.
Well, quite the mess we found ourselves in, isn't it? I'm concerned about the kids over in the old town, but they should be okay. They're a tough bunch. I think they can handle themselves. Are the lot of you heading out? If you need any work, I'm more than happy to help. I do know how to tune a Zypha. I'm sure...
What's my dog messing with right now? Wondering why he keeps looking around and grabbing stuff. Well, whatever daddy is, you're not supposed to touch me. Okay.
Yeah, anyway.
Alrighty.
It won't do to panic. We gotta keep calm and get a read on the situation. Knee-jerk reactions will only come back to bite us. Either way, I'm glad I was able to stock up on all these Zypha parts before all hell broke loose. Hopefully they can be of use to people down here.
Very well.
Goddess above, I don't know what to do. I've never seen anything like this. Where are Gabrielle and Iota? I know they went up to the surface not too long ago. I want to look for them, but I'm just tied up down here. What do I do? You say the same thing, even during... I think they forgot she existed as an NPC.
Good you're alive. That makes two of us. We're doing just peachy down here for the most part. No idea what those devils are. If they're customers, I'll serve them like anyone else. Shit heels, I'll beat their asses like anyone. I don't know what's up with those guys first in place there, but they better not try and dine and dash on me.
He's really giving them the glare. I feel sorry for them.
Well, at least he's got the place on lock. You can always count on him for that. Okay, why was he blue then?
This is quite the calamity to befall us, isn't it? You must be a regular citizen by the looks of things. Do you have any family? I imagine they must be worried about you. What with all this happening in the middle of the festival?
I suppose they are. I worry for my grandchildren out there as well. Curses of all the places run to that wretched Samuel Rocksmith. And this Sid and Flying Swallow are here too. Could this get any worse? Can an old woman get a little rest around here? I don't need these people harassing me.
Also, did I see you coming in from the subway station with other civilians in tow? That's quite the impressive feat at your age, madam. Not everyone remains such a hardy walker in their golden years.
You flatter me. I was a triathlete in my youth, you see. If this guy goes prying into my past, he and I are going to have a problem. I can shake off your run-of-the-mill monsters like it's nobody's business, but this one's awful stubborn here. And all these people fleeing behind me don't give me any room to work with. This is just ridiculous.
The fact that Jim and Walter haven't come back yet tells me they found a promising lead above ground. I'm just keeping an eye out for things down here. For my part, I'm still prepared to rendezvous with them should the need arise. Granted, it's not exactly a good look for the Sid to just play catch-up to the other factions out and about. We may not have the answers to everything, but I think we're close. Now's the time to pull our evidence together and start connecting the dots.
Given my position, opportunities to visit the Blacklight District are far and few and far between. I'm glad I was able to make time for it today. I make a point of interacting with everyone in Calvert, ordinary civilians and stranger types included. I have to leave the heavy lifting to you and the other hard-working heroes out there. Rest assured, though, I'll be helping the efforts myself.
I can't make sense of all this shit. I'm getting a headache just thinking about it. At least my older sister's okay. That's a relief. Now we just gotta figure out how to stop this mess. I'm concerned how President Gramhart is going to act in reaction to all this. Just gotta wait and see, I guess.
Oh, Jesus.
Boys, back it up. My staff's real skittish with everything going on, so I hired some extra hands to bolster our security. That ought to help them keep things under control. If only we could help those girls unfrozen in place, though. I can't believe these guys would go so far. You guys need to be careful out there, okay?
Things are real crazy down here right now. We got people flooding in for the service trying to flee the carnage. Everyone's probably scared out of their minds, which is exactly where we come in. We gotta keep the good times rolling.
Yeah, you have to keep...
Dude, when the world's going to shit, do you really get in the mood? Is it really time for fucking?
Now this is what I'm talking about. Woo, baby!
Okay, buddy.
Goddess almighty, with that boxer, shut up! He's getting a bit too excited about bashing devils. Tell me about it. The drugs must have fired whatever brain cells he has left. Oh well, it doesn't hurt to have an extra brute force to throw around. Van, baby, good to see you. I'm guessing you're about to take off? Hey, you're not in that much of a rush, are you? Grab a seat and join the fun. Come on, it'll cheer you all up.
Sorry, Gotti. We're gonna have to take a rain check on that. Once this is all over, though, I'm down to shoot the shit. As for you, Golden Butterfly, you guys at the society taking a backseat to all this? What's the plan?
That's a difficult question to answer, hon. Truth is, Elroy's the one in charge here. With the city frozen in place, there's not much point in all the other Anguisses getting their hands dirty, as it were. That said, I wouldn't be surprised if the Baron and the Grand Master throw their caps in the ring. They're in a position to do so anyway.
Great. That's what I wanted to hear.
The blazing demon and his master, you say?
Whoa, 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 Grand Master? Blazing Demon? What are these names you're throwing around? That's some juicy stuff. Come on, fill a guy in.
Dude, I know you like sticking your face in every orifice you can find, but don't you want to know? You don't want to know. Trust me.
I've heard ramblings about these individuals. They're not your average criminals, for certain. Set the pot to the kettle. Your own organization is here. At any rate, and the gods may very well get their wish if something isn't done to stop them. Perhaps that's a sign I should play my hand, albeit only after I've had some time to rest. You can't rush a woman on these things.
You really march to the beat of your own drum, don't you? Just once you do make a move, make it count.
Good luck with that. We're really happy for any help we get. I'm sure you are, sweetheart. Just don't wait on my account, alright? I'm going to be a good while yet. As for Walter, in case you're wondering, I imagine he's celebrating. He's always been looking for fighters who can match his strength. That said, I can't help but wonder how certain alumni of ours will respond to this whole thing. Perhaps once I've gotten my beauty rest, I'll venture up to the surface and have a look for myself.
Inspiration strikes at the weirdest times. All this craziness is giving me some real big ideas for my next picture. Man, though, what a place. Everybody here is just a whack ass, and I love it. You can't make these folks up. Not that I'm getting distracted, no. I'm still keeping an eye on Nina and Judith, making sure they're safe.
How can you do that when they're not even here? Like, what? Anyway, time to get out of here. What? Wrong way. Time to get out of here and end off.